Welcome to the channel. This reading will be focused on the energy of Salah. We've already done readings on Salah and Chantal's connection in the past. We did a reading on Pizza's energy and his feelings. And we did one on KaiBella, her energy and her feelings. So let's see if we can peek through the blinds of Salah, see what's going on. If you're new here, I'm Melissa. I like to be a fly on the wall. I like to buzz through the blinds of the person on my mind. And right now I want to try to tune into the energy of Salah. See what comes out. This is a general reading and is for entertainment purposes only. But if you want to support what I do here, you can like the video. You can subscribe if you are not already. If you want to donate to me, you can buy me a coffee. And if you would like a personal reading, you can contact me through email. Thanks so much in advance. Alright, I want to see the current energy. What's representing Salah's current energy, please? I want to know what the feelings are about KaiBella. What is Salah feeling about KaiBella? That's way too much. A little less. Just the gist of it. What is Salah feeling about KaiBella? Jesus. Okay. I want to know, did Salah hide his true self from Chantal? I guess that's how I'll word it. Did Salah... Okay. Is it Salah's choice to not be speaking right now and to not be in the content? Alright, that's a lot too. And the past has happened, it cannot be changed. The future is not written, but can we just get a possible glimpse of what the near future might be, what the near future might have in store for Salah? Okay, Nine of Swords is representing Salah's overall energy. So, this is someone that's really stressed out. Probably isn't getting much sleep. Having nightmares. So, right now, Salah feels like he's in a waking nightmare, is what I heard, okay? Now, when I asked about the feelings about KaiBella, a lot came out again. A bunch came out, I put it back, and a bunch came out again. And this tower fell, kind of like that. So, the tower represents chaos. It's a stressful card, okay? Feeling like the foundation, there is none, okay? So, I also link in this deck specifically this tower with like the mental stability of this person it's representing. So right now, Salah could actually be in a nightmare, not sleeping, super stressed out. Like this art here, I don't know if you can see the detail. There's like worms and bugs in the brain. They're a mess. And I mean, this is like the collapse of the self. So like, I just heard like nervous breakdown. Salah could actually be having like a nervous breakdown about this whole situation. So let's see what came out. Alright, I have a Hierophant, the King of Swords, the King of Cups, the Emperor, the Chariot, the King of Disc, the King of Wands. Holy shit. The Seven of Cups, and the Three of Swords. That is weird to get every single king. So all four kings are here. This is all masculine energy, except for the Seven of Cup here. It's like a feminine energy. Okay. So... Wow, okay. Well, the first thing I thought and felt when I saw this Hierophant was like... Because this is the Pope in this card. The Hierophant card is usually the Pope. And it represents the energy that guides us on the spiritual path. What I'm feeling like this is saying is that Salah feels like his faith is being tested. I mean, I felt like in the other reading I did, when the situation came out and I peeked in on Chantal and Salah's energy, that he was kind of blaming KaiBella and also women in general. Like, again, this is a general reading for entertainment purposes only, if I didn't mention. When I first saw this, before I saw these, I thought, well, he started off this, like, energy, like, like, he thought he had the upper hand over this person, KaiBella, as the King of Sword energy. Like, the King of Sword energy is intelligent, or this, they think they are, and they also can be cold, okay? So, and very head over heart in their decisions, and it's almost like, either this is saying that he felt like he put down his guard with KaiBella, alright? Like, this is the energy on guard, but even here, the sword is down, and, like, either, to him, felt like he put his guard down and expressed sincere emotions to this energy, okay? That's what I'm hearing and feeling. It could also talk about that he feels like stupid for letting down his guard, you know, and exposing himself. Like, this is the energy that isn't always in control of themselves emotionally, alright? In good energy, it's a nurturing, masculine, you know, water energy, but when it's not, and in this card you see this, like, octopus kind of grabbing, it's like, it's being, like, distracted, alright? He might be feeling stupid, like he let his guard down, and this could also mean that he was doing those things while he was drinking, although I know that they live in a dry country, like, but that's what I heard, so I don't know if there's any truth to that. So, this could represent Chantal's energy, because she is an Aries, and this is the Emperor card, and I feel like I got the Emperor in a different deck the last reading we did, focusing on Salah and Chantal specifically, but, like, this could be, like, you know, Chantal's back was to Salah. Like, you know, she wasn't paying attention to seeing the moves that he was making. This is the Chariot card. And this could also say to me that Salah feels like, because of KaiBella, like, if this isn't representing Chantal, he could be seeing it like KaiBella is strategic, conniving, you know, like she planned this from the start to, like, manipulate, you know. This could even represent how he views KaiBella's energy, like someone that was being, like, she thinks she's smart, you know, trying to be manipulative, play with the emotions, use you know, the emotions to, like, juggle this person, make them, like, confused, what I'm feeling. Being strategic from the start, even being a bully, okay? And actually, like, taking control of the course of things. Like, him not realizing that she was controlling the path of that connection, where it was going. Like him feeling like she orchestrated, manipulated, and led the horse to the water. Like, led the chariot's direction, okay? It was like taking fate into her own hands, kind of thing. And taking away the, either the facade of this. This is the person that I usually say is the stable masculine energy, the Papa Bear energy, the father energy, the husband energy, you know, and exposing the King of Wands, exposing this person for the, putting their passion, what, you know, his fetishes, his passions, the, like, if a person has different sides to themselves, like, there's the analytical side of a person, the emotional side, you know, the stable energy, and then the passionate side, right? It was like she basically exposed, she stood before with, she had the choice, and she decided to, this is the Three of Swords. It's about total heartbreak, sometimes a third party, okay? So, feeling like he's been exposed. He's not the religious all that, you know, the religious beliefs, okay? Him feeling like he's smart, a caring person, you know. She basically, like I said, if this isn't Chantal's energy, like, not, her back is to the person, like Chantal went away, you know, and he really went nuts deep into this. I mean, sorry, that was gross, but yeah, and I feel like this is just kind of representing how he feels KaiBella made this choice. Like, she made a choice to, I just heard, create a third party situation. So he might still feel a lot of, he could feel like he was manipulated and bullied, okay, by this feminine energy that thinks like a man, is what I heard. That's what I just heard. So, and this, like, basically, it's KaiBella's fault that everything in his life is falling apart. That's what I heard. So, then I asked if, Chantal, like, did he show his true self to Chantal, basically? And what I'm seeing here is this Wheel of Fortune. So, the Wheel of Fortune is it's life. It's the wheel of life, and it turns and spins, and we can't control life, I usually say, but we have to control ourselves. In circumstances we feel like, you know, when everything outside of is out of our control, we have to try to control our own self, because that's the only thing we can control. I might have to clarify this, because I don't know if this, I'm feeling like what it's saying to me is that Chantal knew some stuff, but maybe not the extent. See, I really felt in the other readings, like, just in general, that Chantal had to know. But this is kind of saying to me, I'm not sure. I'm going to clarify this. And this had to do with, is it his decision to not be in the videos, like, the content and all this. So the first card we see here is the Ten of Cups. So this is about the emotional connection with another person, the fulfillment. And in this you see the home, there's like a family. Lot came out. Eight of Disc. Page, I'm sorry, the Knight of Sword. The Ace of Wand. String. Four of Cup. Ace of Sword. The Fool. The Devil. The Ace of Coin. The Three of Cup. The Two of Wand. And the Hanged Man. So, there's a lot. Well, this has to do with what we've put work into. And this energy can be aggressive. Sometimes I say it could be flighty. This should be an energy that's coming in with action and words of truth and clarity. But sometimes I'm not sure about them. They can sometimes represent a narcissistic energy. Someone that's flighty. And the Ace of Wands, this is about the new beginning. Wand energy is connected to creation. So, this Ten of Cups here. So this has to do with the emotional fulfillment, and this, like, I'm feeling like this is saying that this might be, like, Salah's choice. Because I'm just feeling like the couple channel with the seeing that this couple, like, you know, and their backs are to us, and I'm feeling like Salah, he's like feeling like he put a lot of work and time into the content. I think he's feeling a desire to, I think he would like to speak, but he's not going to because he feels like it would make his situation worse. Like, no matter what he says, it's not gonna make anything better. And I think, like, he really would like to focus on doing content still. So I feel like he's gonna be doing the editing. Like, he's gonna be doing things for Chantal in the background, having to do with the content. And I feel like this is connected to them actually possibly traveling again. And I mentioned that in the other reading I did. I felt like they were going to be doing that. The Strength card, Four of Cups, this Ace of Sword. So, this could represent that, like, Salah feels like, that people think he's a beast right now, like he can't control himself, okay? You know, judging, all the stuff that was exposed by KaiBella. He's wishing he could, like, hide this. He's wanting to hide himself. This could also have to do with, like, his ego, okay? He might be too prideful to truly, like, be able to honestly be open and honest about his feelings. And I'm like, that rose for me is like the KaiBella situation, him trying to cover it up, you know, the people, Chantal, everyone looking and judging. Like, he could almost feel like people are waiting for something else to come out. He could actually be fearful that something could come out, something else could come out, whether it's from KaiBella or someone else. This Fool card, the Devil, and an Ace of Pentacles. So the Fool is about the new beginning, the person jumping off the cliff, not really seeing what they're jumping into. In this deck, though, this Fool card, I feel kind of strongly about her. I sometimes feel like this represents a person that's not all there. Like, literally not all there. Like, they're not mentally, physically, spiritually ready to go off into the new beginning. The Devil, alright? This talks about things we are bound to. Things that we willingly bind ourselves to, that are probably not very healthy. Devilish behaviors, devil dick behavior. And then we have this Ace of Disc here. I'm feeling like this is saying that he's not ready right now to be transparent. He's not ready right now, mentally, physically, emotionally, to move forward from this. Like, he might feel kind of stuck right now. And the Chariot could also talk about that. Like, he could feel like KaiBella stifled him on his path. Like, stopped him right in his tracks. Because in this Chariot card, that ride ain't going nowhere. It's at a standstill. And he could totally, you know, be like, yeah, I'm stuck now, wondering, like, am I going to even have a new beginning? Because of all this devil dick behavior, this devilish behavior, you know, and it's affecting my beginning, my new beginning, my coin, my money, like, to not be forced to serve in the Syrian military, you have to pay a certain amount of money when your name or number gets called. You have to, I think, pay a monthly fee in general, just, to live outside. There's all these things I didn't know about that the other day when I looked into it. I was like, whoa. So he could be worried about, like, his life in general, where it's going from here, being stifled now, he was feeling, I think, pretty confident and, just doing his content, whatever he was doing, his videos and stuff. Although some people might not feel like it was that successful, for him, he was working on building something. All right, so he could even be like, he could be feeling like, yeah, he could be feeling kind of stuck right now. So this is the Three of Cups. This talks about sometimes going out, with your friends. Sometimes it talks about the third party thing, the thing happening in the shadows. This Two of Wands is like being at a crossroads. Like, this person doesn't know which way they're gonna go. And the Hangman, this is someone that is in a very uncomfortable place, physically, spiritually, emotionally, but they put themselves there. So he could feel like right now he's putting himself in what he's gonna be uncomfortable and stressed out anyway because of this. Like, he feels like everything's falling apart. Now he has to rebuild everything. So I'm feeling like this is saying this is his choice to not be actually visibly, like, visible in the content, to not speak. This could even talk about, holding back the truth, his truth, because of his pride, because he thinks he's right. Something, with this strength card being here. And, this could say that he's not all there. Not just because of this. Like, just in general, this energy might not be all there, alright? And again, it's a general reading for entertainment purposes only. And this, I'm feeling like, is saying, like, they're gonna go traveling, and he's gonna do what they did last time, which is go off and do his own thing in the shadows. But this time you're not gonna see video of it. Yeah, I feel like this is saying he's putting himself, like, he could remove himself from the situation with Chantal, but he's not, okay? So, and he's not doing that right now because I think he feels like he's at a crossroads because of all of this that happened, and now he's going to keep himself in an uncomfortable, this whole thing, creating the content in general, is now uncomfortable for him, alright? So that's why you're not seeing him too. It's, he's stressed out in a nightmare. And like I said before, like, may even be, like, having nervous breakdowns, okay? So, this has to do with the possible future. And we see a Queen of Coins. Now, I did get the Queen of Coins in the other deck representing Chantal's energy. I think in the last read we did peeking in on their connection. So, I'm feeling like this is saying, well, this could be saying that right now, in the near future, he's going to be looking to Chantal to provide financial support and stability. Now, we have a Five of Wands on the bottom, a Six of Coin, and a Page. Oh, I'm sorry, the Knight of Coin. So, I'm feeling like, again, this could represent, for me, the Five of Wands is like when we feel like we're not being heard, or we can't, maybe, if people aren't really hearing what we're trying to say, they're not working with us, kind of thing. This is the Six of Disc. which here, the hands out. Like, this could really be saying in the near future, um, that he's going to be relying on Chantal to support him financially, and to be the thing that rebuilds the foundation in his life. This could just overall represent that, like, he doesn't feel understood or heard. Maybe even with Chantal. Like, this could even mean that Chantal will get tired of supporting him, whether it's financially or otherwise, okay? She could start to feel like he just has his hand out, this also sometimes for me is a person that needs help, like they're asking for help, or they should be, like they want to ask for help, like a handout or something. And here, you have this knight here, slow moving. So I'm feeling like this is saying that, like, Salah, it'll take him a minute to get back on the horse, is what I heard. That he has to, like, he's taken a hit, like, emotionally, mentally, and feels like his foundation has been rocked. This could even talk about that he doesn't necessarily feel safe in Kuwait or where they're living right now. So if they end up traveling, like, in the very near future, it could have to do with that. They might be trying to rebuild gain back some of the finances they've lost with all this, traveling, with Chantal traveling back and forth unexpectedly, coming back, and just everything happening, the holidays, everything. They might, like, within, 5 weeks or something, with that 5 being here, or I feel like the near future, you're going to see them maybe traveling, and it'll be because I think Salah doesn't feel super safe. He might be a little paranoid right now, with this being here, and that he could feel like, people are watching him, where he's living, specifically. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing there, guys. So only time will tell. Oh, you know what? I was going to clarify this. This Wheel of Fortune. This is the card that was representing my question about, did Chantal, was Salah transparent about his, fetishes and things? Did she know who this person really was? Because, like, I could look at it like Salah was, like, leaving it to fate for Chantal to really see who this person was. So, why is the Wheel of Fortune here for my question? Okay, so you know what? I mean, it's the Seven of Swords. You guys know, if you watch my readings, how I feel about the Seven of Swords. It's a liar, a sneak, a thief. So, I'm going to say that Salah kind of controlled how much Chantal knew, okay, about that stuff specifically. And I'm gonna say with this, and even that world being there, that, like, I felt this in my other readings, but I'm feeling here too, that the subservience was something she was aware of, the control. But the other stuff, you know what? Maybe she didn't know about it, okay? Or this is saying he was being dishonest in general, about what he was doing, who he was doing it with. Sorry about the background noise if you hear that. And that, Chantal just kind of made this person her world, and that's what I'm feeling from this. And that he was manipulating. This is saying to me, again, I'm reading for entertainment purposes only, but this would say, to clarify my question here, that Salah's a sneaky person. He's a liar, sneak, and he's probably stealing from Chantal. Okay? If not stealing her time and her energy, like wasting it, knowing what he really feels, okay? Yeah, alright, so it's pretty, I mean, yeah, he's sneaky, okay? He's sneaky, he's dishonest. That's what that's saying to me. Alright, guys, I'm gonna end this reading, with that, and if there's questions I didn't ask that you wish I did, leave it in the comments and let me know. Alright, guys, love ya, and see you next time.